I just want to say, like, that was really refreshing and really incredible. And I feel really privileged to have had the opportunity to kind of sit through this. But, you know, I was not expecting this on this trip at all.
I think that when you work in the White House and you have been successful in the private sector, like a Scott Besson or Howard Lutnick or myself.
Or Doug Burgum.
Or Elon especially. I would describe it as a money for purpose trade. You're giving up money, but the sense of purpose you feel working for the White House, for this president, is just incredible. And I think you guys kind of picked up on that. And in my view, that's a trade that you should be happy to make any day of the week, because it is really an honor to work at the White House and for this president, because he actually wants to get things done on behalf of the American people. The default state of Washington is just that nothing gets done, right? You guys know that. The bureaucracy and the entropy and the inertia just basically rule the day. And so it takes a president who, number one, has a mandate for the American people, number two, has a tremendous sense of mission and purpose, and number three, brings tremendous energy to the job, and then I think finally assembles the right team around him. And those are the conditions under which you can actually make change, positive change for the country. And we have that. And it's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If we don't get this done now, if we're not able to cut the deficit and debt now, when are we ever going to do it? This is the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And I think everybody there feels that. I think everyone in the White House is really proud to be there and excited to be there.
And if you want to bring in high-impact people, you need to let them have an impact and let them do their thing. I observe that.
Can I give you one quick anecdote maybe to wrap this segment up? So when we're at the private dining room, Steve Witkoff, who's another incredible entrepreneur, was dealing with something sensitive, comes in, tells the president, he's like, okay, great job. Then there was 3 other issues. Sachs had something, then Sergio had something. And then on top of all of that, so there's this bang, bang, bang. And then he's also like, guys, listen, for this dinner coming up, I really want to make sure the acoustics is right so everybody has an opportunity. It's like the level of detail from the most important thing all the way down to literally the acoustics in the dining room. He is on top of all of it. And I was just like, and that was, again, just in my small little brief observation. And I was like, this is crazy, Sachs, to your point, like the energy and the indefatigability and the desire to get every little thing right. It's pretty rare. I kind of feel like America's in good hands, to be honest.
You saw it just in those few minutes when he's being peppered with so many decisions, so many actions.
So many decisions.
You just realize what a demanding job it is. And you really need a person who just is special in that way, that they're just somehow cut out for that type of job. It is very difficult.
Totally agree. I think Freeberg is totally right. If we can create a pattern where people with high executive, let's just say that because that's less of a loaded word than businessman or successful, whatever. People with high executive function that have proven it should at some point in their career step into government and replace money for purpose. If that is a trend that this administration creates, I think America is in incredible hands.
Which was how the founding fathers operated the government originally.
There'll be a moment, guys, where the Democrats win, right? There'll be a moment when the Republicans return to power. There'll be a moment when all the ideologies flip. But if in all of that, you can find people who are willing to pause their private lives, have demonstrated executive function and can make the trade, we're going to just kick ass.
And give back.
It's great. David, thank you. I really, honestly, thank you. Like you are
thank you, David.
Awesome. You're awesome. Thank you for giving us a window into that.
I think
and shout out to Tracy as well, who was incredible.
She's incredible.
Job. Yeah.
She's incredible.
J. Cal, what do you think of the Besson interview? Did you see it?
I did watch the Besson one. Yeah, I mean, listen, I would have loved to ask him a couple questions. Obviously, I would have probably done a couple of fastballs, curveballs, would have gone a little bit harder. But he's so impressive. And you guys did like an hour with him. And I haven't heard.
What did we miss that you would have asked?
Yeah.